Hi guys, Beanie Brain here, and today we have not so positive of a video. We have a little bit of an oof, because I was digging around on this website that we've had, because we did that video where we talked about one of the reasons DBD is toxic is just because there happens to be more players, so therefore there's going to be more possibilities for more toxic people because there's just like more people. But I clicked into this. Clicked into Dead by Daylight. By the way, before we even get ahead anywhere, Dead by Daylight is usually in 9th place up here where Football Manager 2022 is. Like, Dead by Daylight has fallen quite a lot, probably because of the DDoS situation. But then I clicked into here and like I was looking and their average situation is not doing so hot. So like, here's the deal. Here's the situation. So this, what I'm zoning in on here, let me zoom in a little bit more for you. What I'm interested in here is this period, because DBD had a huge peak, like a huge peak over here. They had at one point over 100,000 people playing their game, because this is where the Resident Evil stuff was happening, right? Like this is where the Resident Evil stuff was happening. But since Resident Evil, like, they, for the most part, have been on a downward slope because they had the NFT situation and now they have the DDoS situation. So they've had a lot of bad things happen over the course of the past like 3 or 4 months here. That has been like very, very bad rep, very, very bad PR. So if you look, their average players when the Resident Evil stuff was happening, which was still a shoddy chapter, by the way. It's just that the IP is super popular. 62,000 players. And that's what I was talking about earlier on this other page, where like DBD is usually like number 9. Like usually, sometimes it was 8, sometimes it was 10, but usually it hung out up here. It's not usually down in 17th place. But they've just had like bad controversy after bad controversy that like ever since Resident Evil, they've like lost. Like look at that huge number. 11,000 average players going down. That's a big deal. They lost a huge chunk of their player base, and they never came back. They got 200 more people as an average on average. This is distressing. So they lost 11,000 players in August after that initial Resident Evil release. After the dust had settled of that dropping, they lost 11,000 players. 11,000. That's crazy. That's a huge amount of people to lose. A huge amount. And they had a little bit of a positive spike in September, and I believe that is when they dropped the huge quality of life patch where like Spirit was getting nerfed and all that wonderful stuff. I could be wrong about that. I'll need to fact check that. But like they did do that like big health patch for the game, so that probably made people a little bit happy. But then NFT Man happened, and now we're in the DDoS situation. So from their peak, from their really, really good month with the Resident Evil chapter of 62,000 players, they have gone all the way down to 49,000 people. They've gone all the way down to 49,000 people. They have lost a tremendous amount of their players. Like a lot. That's a huge chunk, dude. Like going from 62,000 to 49,000. So you're telling me, so like this game literally lost since July around 13,000 of its players. 13,000 people stopped playing this game over the course of the past 4 months. That's not good, dude. That's not good. And most of these numbers, besides September, are in the red. Like people are continuing to leave this game. I'm not saying that like DBD's dying or anything. I'm not saying that because like I know that's gonna be the first commenting. DBD's not gonna die. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is a scary trend, because I never actually clicked into Dead by Daylight to see like its total stats that it's had. But it's concerning to see that they've been on a downward slope ever since the Resident Evil chapter dropped. Like they have not been doing so hot, and they don't seem to be rebounding or recovering. And I think a lot of that is, you know, their own fault. They got in bed with NFTs. They are handling the DDoS situation very poorly, and they just, I don't know. Like, I think they are probably comfortable because at the top of the year they only had 36,000 players. So this is still over 10K more than they usually have, or at least from the year before. So they still technically have more players than they've ever had. So they're probably not like shaking in their boots or anything. But this number continuously going down concerns me. Like, this number slowly sloping downward concerns me. It really does. Like, it's quiet stuff like this that worries me about a game. Because we're all, you know, we're just hopping in Twitch streams and we're still playing. This is why your queue times are long. You've noticed your queue times are long lately? That's why. The players are leaving. You see it right there. The players are leaving. There's literally not the players that there used to be. That's why queue times are terrible. like when it's like nighttime, this game drops down to like 20K something people. Like, there's not a lot of people playing this game, and they're continuing to leave. The DDoS thing scared a lot of people off. The NFT thing, people don't want to support the NFT situation. It's not good. And I don't know how many more hat tricks they can pull, because if you look right before the Resident Evil situation, look, they were on a downward slope as well. They had these few months that were not so great, where their player base was going down. They lost 1,400 people here. And then they started, you know, announcing crazy things and dropping crazy patches and crazy IPs. They don't really have much in the way of big IPs left to like do a hat trick and be like, no, look, it's so-and-so from the so-and-so series. They have Silent Hill, they have Resident Evil, they have most of the scary movies. They can like they don't have much left in the way of like a big IP to be like, oh, they're here, you know. They're running out. So I don't like this trend that I'm seeing. And it's probably nothing. It probably means nothing, and I'm probably just overanalyzing and getting worried, but I don't like that the game literally has lost to this many people, and it's continuing to go down. So we will keep an eye on this. We will see how this pans out, how this turns out. But yeah, I make this video because A, I checked this and I was like shocked, and B, because like queue times have been super long, and I've been explaining to people that the player counts have just been low. So I thought I'd just make a video on the YouTube, be like, hey, guess what? Player counts are low and you're continuing to descend. So yeah, you take with that what you will. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, friendo. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you liked this video, make sure you do the likey like. If you want to stick around and see more of my daily uploads, please make sure that you sub-a-roni, friendo, because that's how you will see more of those. Other than that, everything else for you, thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. If I don't see you in the next video, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.